Kden 19.12.01. They've changed. I just do a bunch of clips in here. This is just for a demonstration of how this thing renders, because it seems quite a bit faster. It probably varies on how many effects you use and how many clips. So right now I got about a minute and a half. I'm going to load some more in there. I made a title and I got 2 clips. I cut them up a little bit. I'm going to do some change speed because I noticed that Windows 10 version, which I'm using, the change speed still has a little glitch. So I've got the timeline next to this first clip open down here so I can do stuff. If you squeeze it in and you try to slow it down, it stretches out. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm in this first clip. It's just a picture of a lot that we're having a house that's being built. It's kind of nice. And we're going to do change speed. Now normally you can just wipe this and type in something new. Oop, does not work. Wonder why. You can do the little up and down arrows. Now you notice that I can go up or down. If I move this, well, cancel that. If I move this in the timeline and I go change speed, you notice I only have an up arrow. I can only make it go faster, which is shorter on the timeline. So let's just cancel that and I'll show you. Okay, so there's no limit to my timeline on my first clip. Change speed, and I'm gonna say wipe, put in 50%. Whoop, won't work. What I found is do a right click, select all. Now I can do 50. See how much longer that clip got? Because I've slowed it down. Okay, so we'll go back here to this. We're still, let's do a home. Now, it's going to go a lot slower. But this is just to demonstrate that that little glitch was the change speed. 19.12.01, Win 10 version. Still kind of, you got to do the select all thing. Now, on my Linux Mint and my Kdenlive 19.12.01, there you just wipe the thing and type in the number. So it's okay for Linux, but Win 10 still weird, but no biggie. Okay, so that's that. It's a picture of a lot. And we're gonna type. We'll hit the home key and go back. And I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say change speed. Still at 50. What if I wipe it and say 200? Won't do it. Right click, select all, 200. Okay. Now look how short that clip is. It used to go right to here, but I speeded it up. So let's take a look. Don't get vertigo. That's my wife over there waving. That's the other side of the lot. That's this whole corner of a partial corner of a cul-de-sac. We're the last house on that cul-de-sac. Little park across the street. Okay. So we'll leave that speeded up here just for grins. And we'll say pause. Home. Now, we'll go to this next guy here. And so we've already demonstrated what you got to do for change speed. Okay. So I did make a title. You saw it in there. And I've stuck some other stuff here. Let's speed these up a little bit. Let's do this. Because I just want to zip through this thing. And right click, select all, 200. Okay. Yeah. Right click, change speed, right click, select all, 200. Okay. So we've cut in half all our times here because we were over to a minute 30. Okay, that's cool. So, and then the other thing is we're going to jump to a couple months ahead. And we'll just leave that for now. So we need to get more in here because that's just not enough. I want to show you what's happening with the rendering time because it's pretty amazing. And let's go up here, 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 and let's jump way forward. Let's do to present day, or actually a week ago. This has been about a 6-month odyssey, but it's cool. It's actually very cool. Okay, and the one I just put in was 2312, 765, 2312. Oh, okay, that one there. 2314, we'll put it in there. And 809. My camcorder does weird things. If I use my T5i, it has a little number sequence, a little different than the. I got the date stamps all the same, but just the way what it calls it's different. It's probably in sequence of what it did before. Okay, so now I'm up to. Let's see what I'm up to. Wow, okay, I'm up to about 17 minutes. The last one is kind of slow, but I'm going to leave it that way. Now, another thing I noticed in the effects now, and these are my favorites, so I'll open them. Chroma key, transform, it's crop and zoom. Audio gain and volume. Now, it works a little different, but I'm going to show you something here real quick. It's pretty crazy. They change fade to black, fade from black to fade in, fade out. Image adjustment. They have that in the audio too, but I don't use it that much. But because you can just manually pull it down. I've got all the audio blocked on this. I'm going to add a little soundtrack. So let's say right here, and I'm going to go. I'm going to double click this fade in, and you're going to see what happens. It popped it in the timeline, the first clip that I'm in. And the control for it is up here. It also opened that. If I just move this, you'd say I can change that. With these video effects, you do not need to drag and drop. Everybody's doing that. I don't get it. But that's cool. Doesn't really tell you that, but so I double click, fade out. Let me see, it dropped it in here. And now fade out is I can make it real long. Right, see down below here in the red. That's what I'm changing. And I just held it and moved down here to show you, but I was on the slider for it. Okay, now go here, and I'll go fade in, fade out, and drop it in. I'll just use the defaults, which is 3 seconds. The obscure is how do you blur out a portion or a whole clip. They got one where you can like block out a number, an address, or something like that. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but it's pretty cool. Go here and I go fade in, fade out. I'm just running through this just to give it some reference. Now, I thought I'd show you this real quick. It's kind of weird how the, and let's see, we're pulling up, and there's the house that was on that. This is the lot that we looked at months ago, and this is the final house, but it's not final yet. They got the fence up, some bush. It's all going to be hardscape with drip. Solar panels up here. It's pretty nice. 3-car garage, that's my main thing. And a bigger house. As I drag this along, we're driving towards it. So what I want to do is I'm going to do my X, and I'm going to chop that. And do my S to select back to here. And I want to use this transform. Now, I just double-clicked it, and there it is. Now, how this works is how you change the size. It's 100% of normal. 100% is normal. If I want to go smaller or bigger. To zoom in, you go bigger. In other words, I'll give you a demo. 200. Twice as big. And I just click down here. And I go back to here. And now you notice I've zoomed in on the roof. So there's another little thing I can do. I can go to the left side of it, center side, that side, center vertically. Now, when I'm driving up there, I'm shooting this through my truck window as we're moving, and you don't see the hood now because it's zoomed in. So let's just play this, and I did it 200%. And we're moving, and then there's how, that's the original size with my hood. Okay, so that was just a little cool thing. How the transform works. I'll pause this, and I'll go here, and I'll say fade in, fade out, here, fade in, fade out, okay. And I'm going to leave this standard speed because I just want to show you the transform. So let me get some, let's see, I've got about a 17-minute clip here, video, that I'm going to render in a minute, but I want to get some audio. So let's put this down here. And we'll do it over here. Let's do home. Click here and go home. Boom. Drag this here. Now we'll go to our audio stuff here. If I go back to everything, audio has fade in and fade out, okay? So we're in the audio. Double click, fade in, fade out. So the fade in, you see we can do it real slow or just fairly quick. I'll do it like that. And the fade out, I'll do about the same. So another thing I gotta do is, I know it doesn't end the same, so let's go back here to the end. Let's do X. Cut, whoops, X, cut. S select, right click, remove, and go back to fade out. Click in there, because I cut it off already. Goofball. Fade out. And the fade out, we can kind of drag it out a little more. I don't know what the volume's like on this thing. Okay. We'll go home. also this little double left arrow that brings everything home too. If you don't want to go pick the thing, slide around. Okay, because we're in Project Monitor. Let's just try this real quick. Let's do, we'll click in down there and we're going to do gain. Okay, we're at 100%. Let's drop it down to about 34. Quick title here, and then I'm going to render this thing here in a minute. Okay, I don't need to animate it. I was going to put it. Let's go back here between the two, and put it right here between the two, and I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. And we'll play this. And I'm going to do my final title. I'm going to do one more title besides this too. I'm going to put it up here. And I say okay. And I'm going to put it right here. And you notice this one right here? I think and you see how that stays there whenever I click in that box. I get all the stuff I've done to it, so it's pretty cool. We'll go here. We got our music going, so we're good. Pause. And home. Okay. Now another thing I wanted to do, just to remind you, I'm going to make another title clip. It's going to be Kdenlive 19.12.01. Okay, and I want to do a yeah, make the font a little smaller here. Okay, I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Click in here and say home. Boom. Let's play this. Big old long video, and I didn't do a whole lot, but I did enough to give you an idea. See, this is about a little over 17 and a half minutes. So that's cool. So we're gonna go home, back to home, very beginning. And now I'm gonna render this. Now before, and I got a pretty fast PC I built up here. Before, I have a preset one here. And I don't like putting it on my C drive. So I'm going to put it in my okay, let's see, render test under here, under my working video, and it doesn't like the title till I change it in here. It's kind of another little thing. Render test. Get rid of that D. Back. Okay, my F drive. Render, and the name of the file will be render test, and you can see that I have 16 threads on an 8-core second generation AMD, the new one, the Ryzen 7 2600, I believe. It's pretty quick. So let's see what it says. And this is pretty amazing because I was always under the amount of time that it took to render with this new setup. But this one is even quicker. It's saying 16 minutes to do 16 and a half to do, but it's still trying to figure it out. But we'll see what the final time is. It's probably gonna be, I'm hoping 12 to 14 to do a 17-minute video. So we'll see. It's one of the longer ones I've done. "30 seconds. Excuse me. Okay, wow. Now that's amazing. Render time is almost under 50% of the total length of the video. So this thing has really sped up with this latest upgrade. 1912.01 render speed. Say 8 minutes to do 17.5 minute video. That's really good. So that's it. I'm going to go shut off my OBS and clean that up a little, and we'll be good to go.